Hi friends, Pastor Joseph here for today's Daily Spirit Lift. Happy Advent to you all. One of the things I want to talk to you about today and for the next couple of videos is burnout. This is a time of year when people feel they should feel a particular way, when people feel the pressures of being on for everyone. This is not the time when people want to take time off because they're sick. I've got too many things to do before the end of the year. And so I want to talk to you about burnout and the busyness that can lead to burnout. Oftentimes we don't know that we're burned out until it's too late, until we have looked at it in hindsight. So one of the things, and burnout is more complicated than we think, and in the next couple of videos I'll demonstrate that to you. But first of all, the most common definition of burnout for people is perfectionism or busyness. We think that we have to give 100% all the time, give 110%. How do we motivate kids in sports? Bring 150% onto the field. Well, those things don't really make sense if you actually logically think about it. The idea that either you bring 150% or you give up or you're not doing your all, well, that's not true. I was at a meeting a couple weeks ago. I had a little bit of a cold. I got through the meeting. Maybe I was at 70% because of how I felt because of the cold. I still got through the meeting. And so that means that did that mean that I was, dogging it, that I was somehow not performing to the best of my ability? No, not really. It was something that we were getting through, that we were going to do. Sometimes good enough is good enough. Prioritizing is really important in terms of perfectionism. You can't do everything on your to-do list perfectly well. You have to prioritize which things are really important that I pay a lot of attention to and which things maybe can I let slide. One of the things that happens in perfectionism is that if you feel you're not able to give perfect, then sometimes that really crushes motivation. If you're not giving 110%, then why try at all? Sometimes we sort of give up because we find that just there is no point in doing it. If those are the only two options, 100% or failure, then if we know we're not going to do 100%, then failure is the only option. And of course, that's not true. If we think about it from a Christian perspective, in Matthew's gospel, Jesus says, "Be ye perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect." And that's probably a terrible translation. It really is, "Be ye complete as your Father in heaven is complete." And what it means is mature or moving towards maturity. If God is complete, God has no needs in a human sense, that God is physically balanced in who God is. God is not double-minded. Then we should be complete in balance in between our health and our mental fitness, in our balance between work and rest, all those sorts of things. So I encourage you this time of year not to think that you have to bring 100% to the Christmas party, that you absolutely have to be there, and if you're not there putting things together, who's going to do it? Well, that's not the only option you have. You can ask help for yourself, with some friends. You can bring only maybe 50% if this task is worth that. It doesn't mean, saying that at work you have to only bring 50% of yourself to every task, but maybe there is something that you can do that is that doesn't take all of your attention all the time. Maybe it just means taking a little break until you find the energy. Because what happens is with perfectionism, we keep running and running and running, and you know what? Then your body tells you that it's time to call time out. You can't run 9 hours a day on Zoom meetings. I know since the pandemic has happened, a lot of us have spent much more of our lives on Zoom. And I've never met anybody who says after a Zoom meeting, a day of being in Zoom meetings, "Oh, I felt so energized after that." No, it's much more likely we say, I'm kind of zoomed out and I need some time to recharge. Well, that's that perfectionism rearing its ugly head again, that you need to be 100% there and 100% present in this a little electronic box. Well, no, that's not always right. Take a walk, find a way to recharge and to be gentle with yourself. Some things require 100%, no question. other things you can be gentle with yourself, and you can say, look, this isn't going to be my best work, but it's going to be good enough. And I hope that you'll understand the way in which I'm saying this. It's not a binary black and white kind of thing. It's somewhere in the middle. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow and the next day with some more understandings of what burnout does to us and how we recognize it in our lives. Thanks, and love you all and miss you all. It's a beautiful sunny day up here on God's Hill, and we look forward to talking with you soon. Thanks. Bye.